So kind of a little bit of my story on why I got enamored with video is I started video back in doing it back in 1986 when I took my wife-to-be to Hawaii, and I was that one guy like this guy. I rented one of those cameras, a big VHS camera, and I was out there taking videos. I was that guy, you know, with the camera on his shoulder, you know, videotaping our vacation in Hawaii. Well, my wife was nice enough to put up with it, but the bottom line is that we now have those memories captured forever. And then there are a lot of cool things happen. I always loved to capture them with video. It had a lot to do with, I was in a rock band, singing the national anthem in Anaheim Stadium. All captured that on video. We played some really cool venues, NASCAR auto races. We played Whiskey in the Roxy down in downtown Hollywood, some famous venues down there. So I had all those captured on video. Then I moved to Austin, Texas, and actually did an infomercial back in the early 90s for my business, which in the time happened to be mortgage loans. And it was very effective, and it was very inexpensive. And so it really started to get me going on creating video. But most of my business has come from live presentations. And so I started doing presentations around the United States, and especially for investing in real estate or first-time home buying. And what happened was in the mid-2000s, 2005, 2006, I was doing these presentations, and people would come to me, and they would call me up and ask the same 12 questions. Why should I buy in Austin? Why should I buy through you? What's your credentials? Where would you buy? And all that, you know, same 12 questions. So I said, you know what? If I just did a video, because of my presentation, at least the first 15 minutes of my presentation, and got that video out to these folks that are inquiring, then they'd be able to answer all their questions. And so that was started my journey of looking. This is before YouTube really actually made its mark and really came out on. There was no real easy way of getting videos to people. You know, it was either you send them a DVD, which means it's too late, you lost the sale, or you would have certain codexes that wouldn't play on certain computers. It was very frustrating. So lo and behold came YouTube, and so I was able to put my educational presentations up on YouTube and then be able to send a link to that video to the potential client, answering their particular questions before they made the phone call to me. It actually helped me make the sale and saved an incredible amount of time. And that's part of my YouTube strategy as of today as well. I do so much with the power of YouTube. So, you know, as everybody knows, around 2007, 2008, the real estate market came to a crash. So I had to go back to good old traditional real estate sales. And one of the things I started noticing was that HGTV is getting pretty big with house hunters. So I said, you know, I could do that. So I took my camera out, and I did with my regular listings, I would take a video of the properties, and I would post them on YouTube. And lo and behold, what I found was that those videos started popping up in the top of the search engine in the form of what's called a thumbnail. Everybody knows what a thumbnail is now. It's the little box that appears in the search results that's about the size of a stamp. And I was like, oh, this is a game changer. If this little thumbnail of my homes or any product that I put out there will appear in the search results, and it's for free, and it's on Google, I've got a winner on my hands. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the thumbnails, and we're talking about the free traffic that you can get both through Google AdWords free traffic, believe it or not, and as well as the organic traffic. Organic meaning that it just appears naturally in the top of the search engines. So what happened was I did a video, and I overheard a conversation. I did a video of a home buyer, and I said, you want to be kind of fun to be on HGTV on House Hunters. Would you like to be on that show? They said, sure. So I did a video, and lo and behold, I sent the link to Pytown Productions, and they, believe it or not, accepted me. So I was like, wow, 2.2 million viewers on TV about me taking them around Austin showing them properties, and it's all for free. In fact, they paid us. And I'm like, wow, let's do that again. You know, and each show probably ran at least 24 times in replays. I did 3 shows, and the third show was this one where if you've seen House Hunters, you might have seen this show. This is the one where I took the doctors that moved from Lake Tahoe, California to Lakeway, Texas, which is just outside of Austin. And these doctors actually found me on a video that I did for the new hospital that was coming up. It was a PR video that I did. I stood in front of the hospital like a news reporter and talked about the hospital. Well, the doctor found me, and he bought a $575,000 house and he made whatever, $16,000 commission. But now also I started promoting his business on YouTube as well, because I said, you know, doc, how many patients do you see? And he says, I don't know, 30, 40, you know, a week, maybe more. I said, you know, he's very personal. And I said, you know, what would be a lifetime value of a client? And he says, it's pretty big for a doctor. I said, well, why don't I do some videos for you? First week I put up videos, he got 3 patients immediately. So do you think that would be good for my business, so you can tell everybody that I was helping him, helping the community? So anyways, long story short is that I was able to leverage this video simply by shooting a YouTube video of this couple, and a testimonial video is actually what it was, of them, how happy they were with my services, and get it to Pytown Productions, turned it into an HGTV show. So with that being said, I've got, like I said, KennRenner.tv is my YouTube channel. You can go there when you get a chance. It's my name, Ken, with 2 N's, and then Renner spelled the same way backwards, .tv. It's got, it'll show about 11.2 million views, but behind the scenes there are a lot of videos that I have hidden, which would bring us up over 12 million views, which is the #1 channel. You're welcome to go there, take a look at what I do, take a look at some of the simple stuff that I do, that and you know, some of the more complicated stuff. But really, I am a grassroots kind of videographer. We don't do anything more complicated than a couple $100 camera and a simple editing piece of software. And so a lot of our videos we don't even edit. We just throw them up there the way they were, raw and unedited. Okay, so just a little testimony in my own family about how I use video that has nothing to do with my business of real estate. My son here to the left is a George Bush impersonator. He won first place prize at Endo at a talent contest, and there was 1,800 people in that audience. Well, I took that video and I started putting it out to promoters across the nation, and we actually got picked up by several promoters, and one of them put us on stages nationally and internationally. Him on stage doing a motivational speech and combining with the George Bush impersonator, all through the power of the video that was really just provided by the company that did the video right here of his stand-up comedy deal. But my daughter, who's 14 years old, we submitted a video at that same convention. It was on a CD, and we did a QR code, which is a little barcode that you can link to a video on a smartphone, and she ended up getting a record deal, which we just finished the final mastering. We're going into artwork right now, and she, like I said, she got a record deal off of a video that I shot of her simply playing piano in the studio. So, and then my daughter, my 3-year-old, is just darn cute, so I had to throw her in there. So that's Julia down at the bottom.